He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Here's Fox. No made baskets yet. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
They've got Kuminga. He's out there with Anthony Black. Aaron Gordon is out there with MP. And it's Bufkin in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double showing off all of his skills. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Absolutely. He was a one-man show, and that was great.
I'm heaven sent you irrelevant, you a hater. If you like the God and be free from the flamers, I crusade, get on the new wave for the maker. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have it
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How do you grade your defensive abilities when you play?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I look at it.
They've got MD. Kuminga out there with Gordon. Then there's Black. And it...
So on the floor for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Bryant in at the 4. All right, Coach, what's your favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great report there, Allie. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Now here's MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Fires it. And again, it's Golden State.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Gordon brings the double team. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside, and yet another steal from him.
He is the most disruptive defender in the league right now, in my humble opinion.
As evidenced by his march toward history, trying to make the top 5 for total steals in the season. Now here's Castle. Yet to see a basket. Back to Fox to win the job.
I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we're gonna do the best thing. We wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I can have an opinion, can't make me a beast. We wanna breathe. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the back. We wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs.
Here's Fox. Standers on score 14. And another steal for him.
In my opinion, this guy's the most disruptive defender in the league right now.
As evidenced by his march toward history, trying to make the top 5 for total steals in a season. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he's really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double.
I work for Black.
What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make it feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now, here's Fox.
I'm a menace and you know I got the trifold trinity. Lay a hand upon the church, got the fivefold ministry. 5 fingers folded, we going toe to toe, I'm getting promoted. I'ma let you betas have it, what happened to all the boldness? And I'ma let that joint rest.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
And so in the game for the Spurs, we've got Devin Vassell, Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Bryant in at the power forward position. All right.
I ain't with the ABCs. I could have anything I know that we got a lot of haters, and they bringing it back. We don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I could have anything
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Black is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP. And there's Gordon. And it's Buffkin in at the 2. That's the Warriors' 5. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style.
LA belly in the beast, ain't a laying for the wolves, be grateful for sheepdogs. Bread is imminent, men and women no longer get intimate. Envision in the world where all the men becoming feminine. It's evident, fake news got you hating, bruh. I'm that low smack boy.
And so in the game for the Spurs, they've got De'Aaron Fox. He's out there with Harper, and it's Bryant in at the power forward position. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
2 points. That one goes.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Vassell, he's open.
You will never see my horse up in the pink dress. And the boat is going down, I'm trying to sink the best. I got the Holy Spirit out of the rest. I'm real deep. I ain't with the ABCs. I could have anything you can make me a beast, then you agree. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the back, we don't wanna be a beta.
Kuminga out there with Gordon. Then it's MP. Then there's Black.
I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the back, we don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I could have anything that can make me a beast, do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the back, we don't wanna be a beta. I ain't with the ABCs. I could have anything that can make me a beast, do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters.
And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a... He swipes the ball away again!
And you have to be so careful around him. He relentlessly challenges ball handlers and jumps passing lanes.
That's why he's now in a tie for 5th most steals in a season. His deep nabbing another steal.
Truly incredible. I mean, for a single season, he now ranks 5th in total steals.
One of the most disruptive defenders this league has ever witnessed. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
That's good stuff, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up. Buffkin's got 5 points.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Harper misses.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Here's MP. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need
life. Black, white, lives matter. Either light, all lives.
Clear hands. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off,
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit. On the court right now for the Spurs, De'Aaron Fox out there with Murray. And there's Bryant, then there's Devin Vassell, and it's Warwick in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Raptors had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It certainly was a special night for him.
I'm heaven sent, you would rather be a hater. If you like the God that be free from the flames, I crusade it on a new way for the maker. I with the ABCs, I can have you feeling, make me a piece of you agree. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the flex, you don't wanna be a beta. I with the ABCs, I can have you feeling, can't make me a piece of you agree. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the flex.
Aaron Gordon is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Anthony Black. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in a 2-guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out. A nightmare to go up against.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Allie, great info there. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance. Now, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And here's Bryant outside.
So whenever you go to the bathroom and you see it, you like wonder, what is this and who does it belong to?
LGBT to the QRS. Bunch of phonies got told me that you are next. Better tell the truth, I'm trying to do my best to show love what you find.
Here's Fox. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Harper. Ryan is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Fox, and it's Warwick in at the center position. 6 to shoot. And here's Harper from the arc. San Antonio getting another chance here. The wide open look here for...
He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person. show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off,
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Aaron Gordon is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Anthony Black. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in a two-guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external.
Wild, wild west, and don't try my best. Going gorilla on the streets, now watch me beat my chest. You a man, what's the sentiment? You a beta. I'm hesitant, you a relevant, you a hater. If you like the God and be free from the flame, I could say get on the new wave.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
On the floor for San Antonio, Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And the
I could have an opinion, can't make me a beast. Do you agree? I know that we got a lot of haters. Now be rocking the back, you don't want to be a beta.
you're a beta boy, let alone a hater boy. You trolling on the internet like it's gonna save you, boy. They mask up like hands up, like
San Antonio with the ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
They looked lost in the final quarter. Couldn't keep it together at all. Miscommunications cost them that game.
Kuminga is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP. Then it's Anthony Black. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, you know, Vassell has shown significant improvement as a passer since entering the league.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys,
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Here's Bryant. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Fox. And it's MP with a rebound. Austin,
they've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
It's good.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
MP against Fox. Over MP. And it's Fox missing.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now here's Vassell. No points so far. Pass to Warren. Clock at 6. And here's Bryant outside.
Rocking the back, you don't want to be a beta. I know that we got a lot of haters. Now we rocking the back, you don't want to be a beta.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
You've got Gordon. Anthony Black is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin and a two. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
29 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Outside Harper. Pass to Bryant.
How about that you? Beta! He is back, but this time he's coming in as a transgender person. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Jesse. And just to start off, it's cheating.
I'm sorry?
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Box for three. Good key by MP.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the Warriors with another three.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Here's Harper. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Black passes to Alston. 3 seconds left. And good! There's another! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
Well, right now for the Spurs, not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. It's just showing force in their confidence.
Yeah, they've established themselves as one of the premier teams. Marching towards that finish line, they're hoping to build on what they've done so far.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for Golden State.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
I just kind of wanted to do the transition, and I had some friends that were also trans, and it was kind of one thing left to the other.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first.
Because I do have, I don't identify with that.
So whatever you